Hello, you're very welcome to today's video. This is the second video that's going to explore the different styles of meditation, which I talked about last week. So the second style that I'm going to share with you today is expressive movement meditations or active meditations. So before I share more about that and give you a taste of one of these, my name is Anand. I'm an emotional wellness coach and I'm a meditation coach facilitator. And I support those way down with inner struggles so that they can uncover their inner richness. And I combine this through coaching and meditation, or coaching or meditation, whatever works best in the moment. But usually my clients get a blend of both. And because meditation for me is I said it last week, the superhighway to inner richness. It fast tracks me into it, and anyone else I've seen take up meditation as their lifestyle, their practice, it has tremendous effects for them, for their inner world. So today we're going to explore expressive movement meditations. And before we actually share one together, I'm just going to talk about the different types of what this style is and who it's suited for. So last week we looked at witnessing. This week, this is the polar opposite. So when you think of witnessing, it's the person closed eyes, lotus position, all the photos, images that you see of meditation, that's witnessing. Movement expressive meditations are the opposite. You use an activity or an expression first before going into silence. So this is super helpful for people who have very busy minds who say, I can't meditate, I can't sit still, meditation is not for me. I'm delighted to say meditation, when you find the right style, is for everyone if you wish to pursue it. And I'm deeply grateful because I wouldn't have got into meditation if I hadn't known about active meditations, or specifically OSHO active meditations. For those of you who are not familiar who OSHO is, he was an Indian mystic. I don't like the word guru, and he's not a guru. He was a mystic who shared and created active meditations because he understood very eloquently that the modern man and woman really struggle to sit in silence because our environment, our life, our conditioning has geared us up for activity, for doing, for speed, for productivity. And so we're in this very fast-paced energy already. We're not like how it was in Buddha's time 5,000 years ago, when everything was much slower, much quieter, very little technology, or technology as we know it. So it's a different time, and Osho created active meditations for this time, for our time right now. So I believe that the Osho active meditations are a fantastic way of getting into meditation. And there are numerous ones. There's about, I think, 12 to 15 OSHO active meditations that you can try. And they use an activity first before you go into silence. So I'll put a link into the description where you can see for yourself the different types of OSHO active meditations. Some have dance, some have running in them, some use catharsis. Osho dynamic meditation is his most famous and powerful one. There's some that use whirling, some that use, I'm just trying to think, laughter. So Osho laughter meditation, which I would also describe as, because there's laughter yoga, is another type of expressive style meditation. So those are the Osho active meditations. Then there's yoga. I know that there's a lot of yoga out there that's all about being strong or fit or getting a great body, but yoga originally was designed to bring movement and breath together. So I get a little frustrated that a lot of yoga doesn't bring in the meditative breath element that I've experienced. Maybe there's some out there that bring them together. And there are some great yoga teachers out there that really bring the meditative quality. Tai Chi, Qigong, all of these connect movement with breath, with awareness, with witnessing. So we use the body first. So if you're an active body type person, body orientated, active meditations, whether yoga, Qigong, Tai Chi, laughter, OSHO Active meditations, they're all you're going to really connect with them. And that's your doorway in to moving into awareness, into witnessing. And if you enjoy running, or if you enjoy specific sports, use that as your doorway into witnessing. So you're doing the activity, the running, bring that presence in that activity. It doesn't have to be a structured meditation. The one that I'm going to share with you today is a little bit far out there, but fantastic. And I'll tell you why. It's called Gibberish. And again, Osho talked about this. So this is the OSHO Gibberish meditation. And it comes from the Sufi, there was a Sufi master called Jabbar. And Sufi techniques use a design, a method to help you become aware and long term to become enlightened. So Jabbar would jabber all the time. Talk, 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 talk. And when Osho was talking about Jabbar, and that was his method, and people became silent through the jabbering. And from that became the term gibberish. So gibberish is speaking a language that you don't know. Or you may have heard in the religious thing, speaking in tongues. So there's something really, really powerful and cathartic in gibberish. It cleanses the mind. It's an expressive style of meditation. Because I'm sitting down and it's just not practical with my setup to do some other active type of meditation, I thought I'd share gibberish. But the reason I'm also sharing gibberish is it really clears the mind. And we live in such a mind-orientated world right now. And it's one that you can do anywhere on your own if you're not being seen by someone. Or if you don't mind, it's great. But what I love about this is you can express or say anything to anyone, maybe not directly when they're there, but maybe in the privacy of your own room, you can express through gibberish. So let's say you've had an argument or an issue with a co-worker or a loved one or your partner or the tax man or whoever. Gibberish is fantastic. And it goes like this. You can't think while you do gibberish. It's very difficult unless you do this sort of gibberish. You're not getting the energy. You're not getting the expression. So the knack is to speak in a language you don't know. So if you speak Chinese, speak another language. If you speak Russian, speak English. If you don't know English. If you speak Spanish, try French or German or Arabic or whatever. But it must be a language you don't know. Because that then bypasses the conscious mind and you can access something inside of yourself that you can throw out. So whatever the thing is, and go into it, move the body. Osho says, be a first-rate crazy man. Don't be middle class. So this is a great opportunity to really let go. So just for a few minutes, we'll do gibberish and then we'll go into silence. So maybe 3 or 4 minutes in gibberish and the same equal amount of time in silence. So I'll start now. Cha la la because never know why could you hop up people la 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 no mana ne kada ta Jabbar here la la be no na chu get your man like a do like a do haman and a man and one I do like I do well because in Chicago he cut you with Chicago I mean what to cup in my man like a do what you took me a la shala and man like chicken I'm going to go to the Omana you can another way by head to wear but no I get to no man but go back and no market you like whatever in a how a little too weak make chicken but get chicken to my bed with a lion and go to it but ever get him in any of a chop again and on an aisle he was a little banana like Joe when you get a word hey baby whatever again no la do what about man or like whatever I do what chicken over that movie about I get a woman and a war I get to like I don't know chicken when I was sharp I get chump. Stop. Just going into silence. And slowly coming back into the room, maybe moving your body slightly, your hands or your feet. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So this is a technique that can be amazing to release stored up tension, emotions, resentments towards another. Because you can get to say whatever you want in a language that you don't speak. And I don't mean say it to them in person, face to face. I mean in the privacy of your own home, that you can get, or wherever you are, you can get to do gibberish. I'll include a link to the full, there's a 15-minute or a 30-minute version that OSHO shares. But you can do this for 1 to 2 minutes, but what I would suggest is 1 minute gibberish and 1 minute silence. Have both, so that you can feel the polarity from the gibberish to the silence. And then build it 2 minutes and 5 minutes and so forth. And if you're feeling like, oh gosh, no, this feels too weird, or I feel too self-conscious, I'd just like to share that I am doing this publicly on YouTube. You don't have to do it on YouTube. There's a fantastic freedom with this technique that you just get to let go and go crazy, gibberishing. And it cleanses you. So, and I'll close with one very final thing. I used to do a lunchtime meditation, and one particular person that came there, we did gibberish together in the group, and they had insomnia. And when we did this technique, they did it for a week, and they found that they could sleep. And every time they did the gibberish, it helped them to sleep. So they did it at night time. So if you struggle to sleep, gibberish can be a fantastic way to do that. Or if you wake up in the middle of the night, which I sometimes do, gibberish. Just throw it all out there. Thank you. And I will see you in the next video, and we're going to share the third style of meditations, which are heart meditations. Have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.